bucket list has been to see the Northern Lights. I was hoping to save myself some money and not have to go to Iceland. I could have just looked out the window last night.
A freebie.
I can't believe I missed
terrible though.
Could you see it with the naked eye though, or is the camera making it look better?
The camera's making it look better, but you could. I had a friend in York who texted me to say that she could see it with a naked eye.
Oh, stop it!
Yeah,
You're making me feel worse. Why are we seeing more of these Northern Lights? What's happening here?
We're in at what's called a solar maximum, so we've got more solar activity than we normally have. So the sun is spewing out, if you like, more plasma than it normally does. And yeah, 2024 has seen much more activity than recent years. So you might still see it, because we might see more of this in the coming months.
Tonight?
Well, the activity's decreased through today. You might see it tonight.
Right. I'm going to be up all night. I'm going to be up all night with my smartphone.
If you missed it last night, poke your head out the door, just have a little look. You might see it.
The ironic thing is, I was in the garden at 10 o'clock last night because I forgot to lock the garage. I just didn't look up.
Well, I was in bed and then all these pictures came through, so you're doing better than me. And thank you for sending your pictures through. We've seen hundreds of them. They've been absolutely amazing. We've got a little video online as well coming up, so you can tune into that as well. And of course, send them in if you see any of the pics tonight. We've had a frosty start to the day, but it's actually been a lovely day. You can see clear skies there, and we saw plenty of sunshine this morning. A little bit more cloud developed for the afternoon. I think our second picture is that frosty start to the day. We started the day at -2.7 in Topcliffe. We've got another frosty night to come into Sunday. Keep your weather pictures coming in on the BBC Weather Watchers page. I'm on Instagram as well, at Keeley.Donovan. So a mixed bag of weather for tomorrow. Sunday's the better day of the weekend. There will be some sunshine, but there'll also be areas of cloud with some wind and rain spreading southwards through the afternoon. And that's all courtesy of this cold front. It's quite a nasty spell of weather, just very short-lived. It'll introduce cold northerly winds for Sunday, so a frosty start but a fine day. And then the Atlantic takes over again next week. Temperatures, though, will recover. It could even be mild towards the end of the week. But it has been largely dry. There's been the odd spot or two, perhaps, of rain over the hills. But generally, it's been a dry day. And we move into the evening with clear skies, variable amounts of cloud developing. So some clear spells this evening. But then later in the night, this thicker cloud edging up from the south. There could be a little bit of rain as well. It could pep up towards dawn across parts of South Yorkshire. It won't be as cold as last night, but still chilly if you're out and about, 3 or 4 degrees. Let's take a quick look at those high water times at 12 in Scarborough, 12 in Whitby. So we'll start the day with a lot of cloud. We'll see that cloud moving away southwards through the morning, and then a strip of fine sunny weather, but through the afternoon, that band of rain with quite strong and gusty winds as well will move through. Following on behind, we'll see a few showers and cooler air. So these maximum temperatures will be slightly earlier in the day, 11 or 12 degrees by tomorrow evening, particularly when we lose the sun. I think those temperatures will drop like a stone. So Sunday, the better day of the weekend. We'll start off on a frosty note and with a northerly breeze. It will be a cooler day, but dry and fine with some spells of sunshine. Cloud gradually increasing, making the sunshine hazy, but temperatures climbing through next week. It also looks unsettled. Amy.
Will you do me a favour and text me next time it's happening?
I'll get it
out
of bed and I'll ring me.
Yeah, ring me. Thank you.
That is where I was, but we could see it with a phone camera.
Yeah, you can always see it much better with the cameras, can't you? It can't be ruled out tonight, but it's much less likely that you'll see it compared with last night. The activity is decreasing, and also there'll be quite a bit more cloud around as well. As for this afternoon, it looks pleasant out there. For most of us, it is going to be dry, and there will be some further spells of sunshine. As we move through the weekend, there's some unsettled weather. This cold front will bring some heavy rain on Saturday, a settled day on Sunday, a cool day on Sunday with a northerly breeze, and then the Atlantic takes over again, more unsettled weather next week, and those temperatures are recovering as well. So we started on a frosty note. We dipped back to -2.7 at Topcliffe, and you can just about make out some patchy cloud on the satellite picture. There will be a bit more cloud this afternoon compared with this morning. A very odd isolated shower, but for most it's a dry and a fine afternoon with further spells of sunshine, and temperatures a shade higher than yesterday's values, where we struggled to get above 10 degrees, 11 or 12 degrees this afternoon, still a little below average for the time of year. So fine into this evening, but you'll see some areas of cloud, so variable cloud, some clear spells overnight, but for most of us it should stay dry, and temperatures will fall back to around 4 or 5 degrees, so not as cold as it was last night. So a bit of a cloudy start to the day. We'll see that cloud moving away southwards, and we'll have a strip of dry and fine and sunny weather, but don't be fooled. Through the afternoon, this band of what could be heavy rain and quite blustery conditions will sink southwards. A better day on Sunday, Claire.
Thanks, Good luck if you're watching for...
Hello there, good evening. Sunday looks like the better day of the weekend. A mixed bag tomorrow. Yes, there'll be some dry and bright weather with some spells of sunshine, but wind and rain will spread from the northwest through the afternoon. And then Sunday, a more settled day. A frosty start and a cool day, but dry and bright with some sunshine. So through this evening, variable clouds, some clear spells, but more cloud will spread up from the south overnight, could bring with it some rain and drizzle in places. And it will be a cool night, but not as cold as last night, temperatures dropping to 3 or 4 degrees. So tomorrow, quite a bit of cloud for most of us to start the day, but we will see some brighter skies spreading down from the north. So actually a spell of fine and dry weather, but then wind and rain, some of that rain heavy sweeping through during the afternoon, followed behind by a few showers to the hills especially as well. And there will be a northerly flow later in the afternoon. So these temperatures for the middle of the day, 11 or 12 degrees. It will be cooler on Sunday, a frosty start to the day, and then it looks dry and bright with some sunshine. Temperatures recovering next week.